Alright, that's probably enough of YouTube autoplay for one day. Let's go ahead and head over to Discord, see if someone's online and wants to talk or play a game or something to get me out of this hellhole. And everyone's offline. I wonder what's going on. Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. Well, I guess the only solution to our crippling loneliness is to replace all of our friends with AIs. Because they don't need sleep, they don't need rest, and best of all, they don't have lives of their own, so they can never leave us behind. In any case, let's head over to the drawing board to see how we can get this done. So the first thing we're going to need is some way to collect all of our friends' data so we can teach our bots how to act like them later down the line. Next up, we're going to need some way to filter through that data so that anything that they send that's weird doesn't end up in our bot's brain. And after that, we're going to have to use all that filtered data to start actually teaching the AIs. Well, that first part isn't too bad. All we have to do is head over to Python and code a bot real quick to start recording all of our friends' messages. And like that, we're done. Now we just have to subtly invite it to our server so it can start doing its thing. And while that bot is keeping track of everything our friends do or say, let's start trying to figure out what kind of data we want to cut and what kind of data we want to keep. Now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of data we want to cut quite yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of links for now, and then hope the future me can figure out the rest. Hey, it's me from the future. Fuck you. Awesome. Thanks, future me. Anyways, now that we have all of our data and it's been processed, let's go ahead and talk about what we're actually going to be doing today. Our plan is to take a Bayesian approach to building a Markov matrix in order to simulate our friends. Or in other words, we're going to be taking a mathematical model from over 100 years ago and slapping a strokeometer on there to give it varying levels of brain damage. But that description is not going to be enough to code a bot, so let's get right into the wrinkles of the brain to figure out how it's actually going to work. Our goal is to build a relationship between all the words that our friends have ever said. Basically, we're trying to find out how likely it is that they'll say a certain word based on what they've already said. So, for instance, if they say fuck, there's a pretty good chance you're going to follow it up with a you. But there's also another chance that they'll say fuck green beans, for instance. We just have to figure out all the possible next words they can say and how likely each option is. Now all we need to do is figure out the relationship between every fucking word that we've received in the literal thousands of messages that we started to record so far, and that's after we split them up based on who sent them, so that each bot has a different personality for each of our friends. But, I mean, what the fuck do you care? You're just sitting here watching like a 5-minute video. That's nothing for you. That's like 3 seconds for you. That's just... Anyways, we got the code done, and here's what it looks like. And with that, our AI should be able to create brand new sentences for any of our friends based on the messages that we've been collecting and processing so far. Also, I thought it'd be a pretty cool idea if we made a community version of this that anyone could add words to. If you wanted to, you could send it the entire V-movie script and it would try to make new sentences out of that. Let's just head over to Discord real quick and see how everything turned out. Also, just a heads up, I decided to name it Ratbot because our AI is cute and smart, just like a rat. Anyways, all we have to do is write !build a bot, followed by the name of a friend who we want to hear from, and the AI will take care of the rest. We're going to be doing build a bot rat because that's the community version I was telling you about earlier, and I'm curious about what my friends have put in it so far. Alright, this whole thing was a fucking mistake. Alright, thanks for watching. Do the like, comment, subscribe thing, and if anyone wants me to, I'll make a video on how the math actually works.